Guys, welcome back to another video here on My Hero Academia, the strongest hero. My name is Dr. Snow, and today, guys, we're going to discuss the response that the EU developers put out on Twitter today. You can see here, this is the EU's official Twitter page and tweet, and this is their response about the whole Endeavor debacle that's been happening. For those who are not aware about Endeavor, the newest hero for My Hero that just came out, I think about a day ago. And he is completely 100% changed and nerfed compared to the Taiwanese version of the game. And it's so upsetting because they ninja nerfed him, meaning that they change what he does without discussing it or without sharing it to the community before people actually spent their currency and their hard-earned money for the character. And they also did a major change to his player card too. To his character card, and it's so frustrating. And I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and I'm just really pissed off about this. Like, I have played so many mobile games and so many gacha games, and I have never seen the most unprofessional company, unprofessional business practice in my life. When I have been playing mobile games for at least, I don't know, 5+ years, 6-7 years, maybe longer than that. And I have never seen this ever. Like, it's absolutely disgusting how they did this. Let's go ahead and read this. I'm gonna rant as I read the little paragraphs that they have here. All right, so here it is. A letter to all agents regarding adjustments to Endeavor. Dear agents, we have like to begin this letter with an appreciation, love, and support you show the strongest hero. Blah blah blah. It took a few days to organize all the feedback regarding our newly released character Endeavor, and internally discuss the issue at hand. For that, we appreciate your patience. We read all your comments and acknowledge that Endeavor release was not as expected. However, we had never intended for the players to think that he could be the same as a previous version of the game release in other regions. I'm just going to stop right there. How in the blue hell you did not anticipate that we are going to compare Endeavor from one version to another? Are you absolutely out of your freaking minds? Do you not understand that we compare our games all the time? This is nothing new. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. Every single game, every single gacha game, every single mobile game, whatever you want to call it, we always compare. Since the time of the internet, we always compare what other people get from other people get. And actually, this is probably the beginning of time itself. We always compare what one place gets something compared to another place, because you know what? That's called biasism. That's being biased. That's called favoritism, whatever you want to call it. You cannot expect to release a product and think we're not going to compare one product to another. That's absolutely asinine, and that's such an idiotic response, because they know that we compare our game to the Taiwanese version, because simply that we compare all the time with the pity system, with the resources that we get, weekly, daily, monthly, and we compare all that stuff to them. So there's no way that they cannot anticipate or not think that we're going to compare. So that's a stupid response. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Let's continue. Based on the data and feedback gathered from the previous versions, we had the chance to make adjustments in the global version for a more balanced gameplay environment. And Endeavor's changes were one of many that we made in the game. So they made other adjustments in the game. So who knows, God forbid, that they tell us what the other many changes were. We sincerely apologize. We sincerely apologize that is not made clear beforehand. Exclusive events and heroes will be held in the future for the global version as we continue to diverge from the previous version of the game. Okay, let's respond to this. I understand that right now Endeavor is a nuisance. He's very overpowered in the other version. I understand that. If you want to make balance changes for one version to another, you need, as a game developer, or even just in general, as someone who's going to change something for the health and the balance of a game, or whatever, or whatever you want to compare it, but this is, we're just talking about games here. If you want to balance it, I understand that. That's fine with me. I understand what balance changes need to be happen so that way it's not broken. you're not gonna have a broken system come over to another system and be broken there too. You want to nip it before it gets worse. I understand that. I completely understand that. But how they went about it, they didn't say anything. They didn't say anything before people use their hard-earned resources that they've been saving for days to weeks to months. This game hasn't even been out for like a month yet. Just FYI. And then the hard-earned money that people spent, to $20 to $100 to thousands of dollars that people spent on your game, thinking that this product was going to be the same from the previous version, but you didn't say anything, hence false advertisement. However, let's continue. However, with that being said, we also want the players to know that they are being heard. So they can hear us. They obviously hear us. So on the first sentence where it says, however, we never intend for players to think. So since they know that they hear us, it's a contradicted, sentence there. I'm just saying. As this game is large and many parties are involved with its development, responses are not always quick. Not to mention this time when there's a major complaint. With the player feedback, we are currently evaluating potential adjustments to Endeavor. As we move forward, we hope to continue to balance and change our many characters for the best possible gaming experience for you all. Okay, so obviously they're saying that they're not a small team. As the game is large and many parties, so that means there's many people into this game. So clearly somebody here doesn't know how social media works, because obviously they're not paying attention, or they don't want to respond quickly, because when you have things like this come out, you need to respond very, very quickly. You cannot just be sitting there, messing with your thumbs back and forth and then just hoping that this is going to go away. I don't think so. They also do say, we are currently evaluating potential adjustments to Endeavor. So they may make some potential changes to Endeavor, probably, not nerfing him so hard, but that's going to be in the future. We hope to continue to balance and change our many characters for the best game experience possible. That's fine. Okay. Next sentence, we also would like to apologize for the confusion that the incorrect text mentioning HP restoration on Endeavor support card banner, which has been corrected already. We specifically prepared compensation for all players that pulled the Endeavor EX card before the banner was corrected. So the little garbage compensation that they gave us was nothing. Apparently they might give people more compensation for the Endeavor card if you pulled on his banner, but again, the damage has been done. And it's not confusion that it was incorrect text mentioning HP. It's just blatantly irresponsible. And since you have many parties involved with the development of this game, you should probably actually, if you're going to take one version to another, maybe you should actually proofread your work, because obviously you're paying people all this money to produce this game, and you're actually not giving a damn about how your product is and making sure, adjustments and stuff like that are, correct. And especially, again, you never made a post about his change. So again, it just baffles my mind, because the thing is, though, they made this change. They showed Endeavor you gaining his HP from his EX card, and then they changed it secretly, and they didn't say anything again. It doesn't. I don't understand. They make the changes, but they don't say anything until we point it out. Why do we have to point something out? Why can't you say, "Oh my goodness, sorry guys, we just saw this now. We're making this change. Here's the change that we're doing. Compensation, great compensation will happen or whatever, and very coming soon. Please pull in your discretion because this change has happened." You didn't say anything. You waited until we made videos and bash you on the internet to understand that. Why did you make this change after people already wasted money on it? And it says there, it says, as the game is large and many parties are involved with its development. What's large mean? Large means large. Parties mean multiple large parties. So that means that there's a lot of people working in this development of this game. How can somebody miss that so much? How can you pay all these people hundreds of thousands of dollars salaries, and then they're screwing up like this? And it hasn't even been a month out in global yet. To me, it makes no sense. Let's continue. Lastly, during this period, some players abuse the refund system and have forced our hands to make bans for their large numbers of malicious refunds. For the overwhelming majority of the players, we thank you for the integrity and appreciate your patience. A fair response to feedback. We'll give you updates on Endeavor status adjustments. Please pay close attention to the announcements. How in the world? Oh my goodness. How can you say that? Oh my goodness, bro. Yo, this got me real heated. How can you say we abuse the refund system and large numbers of malicious refunds? How dare you? How dare you say we malicious? We are malicious. You are malicious. How can you maliciously go ahead and bring out products that state that you bring out product and you drastically change the product? Didn't have the nerve to say what it was. Mind you, I think global was like down for like 5 hours, and then the EU version was down for like over 9 to 10 hours of maintenance, by the way, before Endeavor came out. So maintenance happened, Endeavor was coming out, and they had, was it 3 days that they mentioned his banner was coming out? So you had 3 days to tell us that Endeavor is being changed, as well as you had 3 days or more than that to tell us that Endeavor's EX card is going to be different compared to the Taiwanese version. You had time, but we're the malicious ones that wanted the refunds? Excuse me? No, you are the malicious ones that go ahead and maliciously give out product, push things out. You didn't say anything. You made huge changes to your product and didn't want to say anything until we confronted you, and then now you're like, oh yeah, sorry, we made changes. Oh, we didn't tell you? Oh well, sorry, we have your money. Sorry, maybe next time you'll know. Like, what? Excuse me? No, that's the most. Oh man, see, sorry guys, I don't curse on my channel, but that's the biggest BS that I have ever read from a dev company in my life, bro. I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm pretty pissed off with this. If you guys are playing this game and you have financially supported this game, definitely get your refunds now on Android and Google. I'll try to leave links down below how to do it. I will also link Seatin's video as well. He has a video explaining how to do the refunds. I have refunded about I think about $400 something that I put into this game. Less than 1 month. Mind you, less than 1 month. But people have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, with that being said, get your refunds ASAP. Don't wait. If you definitely leave a negative response on the Google Play and Apple Store, 1 star this. I wish I could give it a 0 star, honestly. Get your refunds. Don't support this game. Downvote this game on Reddit, and let these people know that we have a voice, and this is unacceptable. And this goes to all game developers too. Don't you ever think that we're not going to find out, especially if you make changes on previous versions and you're bringing it over to global and you're making drastic changes like this and not actually letting your community know that you're making these significant changes before they actually get your product. Don't ever do this to us, because we will have a voice. We do have voices, we do have opinions, and we do care about the IP. And it's so damn sad because I've been waiting for a My Hero Academia game for so long, and I really enjoyed this game to a point. And all these bad business practices, this is what you call a pump and dump type of mobile game, that they want to pump out no-name characters, pump them out, dump this game, and we dump our money, and then they're gonna just take our money and run. Screw them. Get your refunds. This is unacceptable. I don't like this practice. I will never support this game ever again, and I don't think I'm gonna ever upload anything else in this game as regard. Maybe a further response, but other than that, that's it. Sorry, there's gonna be no content for My Hero Academia at this point, as far as, like, you know, gameplay wise. I'm not supporting this. This is such a bad way for a fantastic anime, a fantastic IP to have suffered a drastic fall of content. Like, I'm so upset. Like, it's beyond words. I'm really pissed off. Again, for future game developers, do us a favor. Never never do this. Never not be front with your community. Make sure that if you're gonna do balance changes and fixes and stuff like that, make sure you are upfront with us before you actually release your product, because this is unacceptable. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video on whatever that may be. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm actually very furious about this. This is a BS response, and you know what? Downvote their game. Don't support it. Get your refund while you can, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.